Hi friends, in this video I'm going to introduce you guys to addition formula. Under addition formula, we have four basic formula under it. The first one is that if you are having sine A plus B, sine A plus B is also taken as what sine A cos B plus sine B cos A, which is what the first identity under addition formula. Then the second one, if you are having sine A minus B, it's also taken as writing sine A cos B minus sine B cos A. This is actually negative, not positive. Then if you're having cos A plus B, it's also taken as writing what cos A cos B minus sine A sine B, which is the third identity under addition formula. Then the fourth one, cos A minus B, is also taken as writing cos A cos B plus sine A sine B. Because since in this video I'm going to introduce you to addition formula, since I'm going to introduce you guys to addition formula, that means I'm going to deal with two identities that have the addition sign. Look at this. That means I'll be dealing with what? With my first one, which is sine what? Sine A plus B, and the third one, which is what? Cos A plus what? Plus B. Now let's just prove further. Proving further. Then using equation 1, I'm having sine what? Sine A plus what? Plus B, and it is impossible for me to add these two notations together, which is my A and B. Then let's just say let A equals to B, then both of them equals to what? Theta. Can you see, guys? So in this case, I'll be having what? I'll be having sine what? Sine into bracket, that's theta plus what? Plus theta, which is also same as what? As writing, follow the same procedure. That will be what? That will be sine theta cos what? Cos theta plus what? Sine theta plus what? That's what? Cos what? Cos theta. Can you see this down? Then in this case, focus on this bracket. Therefore, you'll be having sine theta plus theta, that's what? 2 theta. It's also same as writing what? Sine theta cos what? Cos theta plus what? Sine theta cos what? Cos theta. But if you look at this, both of them are the same. Sine theta cos theta plus sine theta cos theta, that is actually 2 sine theta cos theta. So in this case, what we are going to be having here is actually what? Sine 2 theta is also the same thing as what? As writing 2 sine theta cos what? Cos theta. This is the first formula under addition what? Addition formula. This is the first identity. Sine theta equals to what? 2 sine theta cos theta. Then let's move to what? To the third equation here. The third equation says cos A plus what? Plus B equals what? Cos A cos what? Cos B minus what? Sine A sine what? Sine B. But if you look at this very well, if my A equals to what? B, and my B equals to theta, I'm going to be having what? Cos theta plus what? Plus theta. Cos theta plus theta is also same as writing what? As writing cos theta, right? Cos theta, right? Minus what? Sine theta, sine what? Sine theta. Since the value of A and B are the same, then go ahead. Cos theta plus theta, that's what? Cos 2 theta is also same as writing what? That's cos square theta minus what? Sine square theta. This is the second what? Identity I'm having. That means whenever you have cos 2 theta, you can actually write it as what? Cos square theta minus what? Sine square theta. Then looking at this very well, from my basic identity, the first identity under trigonometry identities, I have cos square theta, right? Plus what? Sine square theta equals what? 1. But if you look at this, I can go ahead and make my what? Sine square theta disordered to the formula. If I should make sine square theta disordered to the formula, I'm going to have sine square theta equals what? 1 minus what? Cos square theta. Call this equation 1. Very simple. Then go ahead, make your cos square theta disordered to the formula. You're going to have cos square theta equals what? 1 minus what? Sine square theta. Equation what? Equation 2. Then looking at this very well, I'm having cos theta equals what? Cos square theta minus what? Sine square theta. Then I'm going to substitute equation what? Equation 1 into what? Into this second formula. I'm going to have cos what? cos 2 theta, which is also the same thing as what? As writing, what was my equation 1? I actually make sine square theta sort of formula. That means in this case, I'll be having cos square theta minus into bracket. What's my sine square theta? My sine square theta is what? That's 1 minus cos square theta. That's 1 minus cos square theta. Can you see down? Then open the bracket. We're going to have cos 2 theta equals to what? Cos square theta minus 1 plus what? Cos square theta. Then try to simplify. You are going to have cos 2 theta, which is also the same as what? This plus this is actually what? 2 cos square theta minus 1. So this is what? This is the third formula I'm having. Can you see this? Then what other thing can we do here? We can just go ahead and just substitute the value of what? Of the second equation into this what? Second formula. We are going to have what? Cos 2 theta, which is also the same as what? As cos square theta minus what? Sine square theta. But from this, you know, your cos square theta equals what? 1 minus what? Sine square theta. Then try to put it here. You're going to have cos 2 theta equals to what? What is this? That's 1 minus what? Sine square theta minus what? Sine square theta. This is actually what? The same thing as writing cos 2 theta equals to what? Equals to 1 minus this plus this is actually 2 sine square theta. So this is what? Third formula I'm having. This is the first, the second, the third, and also the fourth under addition formula. Then let's go ahead and apply all this formula under what? Under some questions. Let's see what I'm going to be having. Let's go to the question. Look at the question. Express the following terms. Express the following terms in terms of what? Of tan theta. We are asked to express the first question, which is what? Cos 2 theta minus 1 divided by cos 2 theta plus 1 in terms of what? Of tan theta. Then you can actually go ahead looking at this formula that I'm having here. No, I'm having cos 2 theta equals to what? 2 cos square theta minus 1, and I also am having what? Cos 2 theta equals to what? 1 minus what? 2 sin square theta. But if you look at this statement very well, look at this very well, I cannot use either of these two, but I can use what? Both of them. Then let's think on the one I'm going to use between both of them. If you look at this, I'm having cos 2 theta. Let's just recall the formula for cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is what? 2 cos square theta minus 1. And also cos 2 theta is what? That's 1 minus what? 2 sine square theta. Can you see that? So then how can I apply it? If you look at this, I'm having cos 2 theta minus 1, cos 2 theta plus 1. That means I need to use either of these two, the one that can cancel out this one and the one that is going to cancel out this one. Then if I go ahead and use what? This on top, it will be what? It will be minus 2. Minus 1 minus 1, that's minus 2. But if I use this, I'm having 1 minus 2 sine square theta. It will help me to cancel this out. Then I'm going to have 1 minus what? 2 sine square theta minus what? 1. Can you see this now? Then divided by, if I should use this now, plus 1 minus 1, that's 0. Then I'm going to apply it. That's 2 cos square theta, right? Minus 1, then plus 1. She get now. Then this expression is also the same thing as what? As writing this, we cancel this, right? I will have minus what? 2 sine square theta divided by what? This, we cancel this. I will have what? I will have 2 cos square theta. Can you see this now? Then 2 will actually cancel 2. Therefore, I'm having minus what? Minus sine square theta over what? Over cos square theta. Right? So minus sine over cos from our trigonometry basic identity. We know sine over cos is actually what? Tan theta. That means I'm going to have minus tan square theta. Proved. Can you see that I find this expression in terms of what? Of tan. Then let's go ahead and solve the second question. Looking at the second question with me, I'm having sine 2 theta divided by 1 plus cos square theta. If I have this kind of question, how can I prove this formula? Looking at this sine 2 theta, what is the first identity that we have? No, sine 2 theta equals what? 2 sine theta cos theta. That means I can recall for what? For sine 2 theta, which is also seen as what? As 2 sine what? Sine theta cos theta. Right? And if you guys look at this, I'm having cos square theta. How can I solve this? How can I find this expression? How can I find this in terms of what? Cos theta. I'm having 1 plus what? Cos square theta. Now let's go ahead and solve this. Looking at this, I'm having 2 sine what? 2 sine theta cos what? Cos theta. Right? That's in terms of what? In terms of this this one. If I substitute the formula there, I'm having 2 sine theta cos what? cos theta. Then what do you think I can do here? Looking at this bottom, I'm having what? 1 plus what? Plus cos square theta. Surely guys, this shouldn't be cos square, it will be 2 theta. Yeah, because if it is 2 cos, that means it's going to give us a problem. It should be 2 theta. We can actually recall that cos 2 theta again is also simple as writing what? As writing 2 cos what? Cos square theta minus 1, which is also simple as this. Then I'm going to replace these two identity. I'm going to put it here. That means I will be having 2 sine what? 2 sine theta cos what? Cos theta divided by what? I'm having 1, right? Plus what? 2 cos square theta minus 1. Very simple. This we cancel this out, show that I'm having 2 sine theta cos what? Cos theta divided by what? 2 cos square theta. Very good. Then what do you think I can do here? If you look at this very well, this can actually cancel one of this. My 2 will cancel 2. Then I'm having what? I'm having sine theta over what? Over cos theta. Recall, sine theta over cos theta is what? That's tan theta. Very simple. Then let's go ahead and take a look at the third question I'm having here. The third question I'm having here is actually prove that cos theta, cos x plus tan x equals to what? 2 over sine 2x. Then whichever side you choose to prove, you can prove from this side or you can also what? Prove from this side. But as for me, I'll be proving from this side. Later in a separate video, I'll be proving from what? From this side. Then looking at this, I'm having 2 over sine 2x. How can I prove 2 over sine 2x? I can actually recall, because I have a basic identity here, addition formula. That's what? Recall that sine 2 theta, that's sine 2x equals to what? 2 sine x cos what? Cos x. Since sine 2x equals to 2 sine x cos x, then I should be able to prove this. Then proving it here, I'll be having 2 over what? Over 2 sine x cos what? Cos x. This will cancel this, right? I'm having what? 1 over what? Over sine x cos what? Cos x. Wow. God. I'm having 1 over sine x cos x. Then, to show you the power of trigonometry identities, I'm having 1 here. I'm having sine x cos x. Then, how can I eliminate this? How can I apply identities on this? And it's going to give me to cos x plus what? Tan x. Because what I'm actually looking here, what I'm looking at is 1 over sine x, which is what? Cosec x, times 1 over cos x, which is what? Sec x. That should be what? Cosec x sec x. Then how can we prove this that is going to give us this? We can just go ahead and recall. That's what? 1 cos square theta plus what? Sine square theta is what? 1, right? Then if cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1, then put it here. You are going to have cos square theta plus what? Plus sine square theta divided by what? Sine x cos what? Cos x. Actually, this should be x. Sorry. Right? So this will be equals to, then I can separate into what? Into cos square x over what? Over sine x cos what? Cos x plus what? Sine square x over what? Over sine x cos x. That's this down. Then this will cancel one of this. I'm having what? I'm having cos x over what? Over sine x. Plus what? This will cancel one of this. I'm having what? Sine x over what? Over cos x. Then you can just recall from your basic identity, whenever you're having cos x over sine x, it's also the same as writing what? Cos x plus this over this is the same thing as what? Tan x. Then this justify our answer that 2 over sine 2x equals to what? Cos x plus what? Tan x. Thanks for watching. And guys, if you know that this video is helpful, kindly like and share with your friends. Share it out. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscription button and make sure you click on the notification button. I'll be making different videos under trigonometry identities. I'll be making a separate video in which I'll be solving different types of questions. So make sure you click on the notification button so as to get notified whenever I drop a video. Thanks for watching.